Hi guys, my name is Michaela and I recently took a trip to Indonesia with Travel to Dive. I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about my trip and my experience and how everything went. I'll try and make it quick and not ramble too much. So I'll pretty much just start from the beginning, I think. Originally, I planned to plan this trip myself. I always plan my trips myself. I never go through another person. But this time, it worked out nicely. Monty and Shannon are my friends, and they started this whole business there. And I had been planning to go to Bali for a while now, and the timing just worked out really well. And at that point, I really didn't feel like planning. It's such a pain for me, and I actually really hate it. I hate just planning all the different little aspects that go into a big trip like that. The transportation, the accommodation, the diving, the gear, the whatever, food, it's a lot and it's always with different companies and this and that, and you don't know who's good. I've never been to Indonesia before. I'm used to traveling alone, and I travel a lot by myself, but I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been there, so I just figured it would be better. And so I booked my own ticket, but as soon as I got there, like literally after I arrived at the airport, every single thing was taken care of for me, and I can't even tell you how nice that is. I have semi-travel anxiety, and I'm just always worried that I got the number wrong, or I got the date wrong, or the time wrong, or whatever. But it was just so nice to have somebody do it for me. And Monty and Shannon are just so knowledgeable about the area. As soon as I got off the plane, it was an unfamiliar airport, and I went through customs, got my bags, blah, 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 and I was worried, I wouldn't find the driver or whatever, but my driver was like the first guy. He had a big sign. My name was clearly written. We got together. He took me to my hotel because my flight arrived really late that night. And then the next day I had my other transportation. This is what I'm talking about, with like a million different little things. The other driver came. He was like way early, so not even to mention on time, at the hotel, and he took me to the harbor, which then took me to the boat to get to Nusa Lembongan, which is where we did all of my diving. So the boat ride was smooth. We got there. They have like a pretty funny and strange system, but it runs really smoothly. Everything gets where it needs to go. I got where I needed to go at Twin Villas. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've seen the pictures that we've put up of my accommodation there. It was so beautiful. Like, I've never stayed in such a tranquil, amazing, like just breathtaking place. Every morning, just to wake up, and just always, you're just in the room and you have this huge view of the river and of like the palm tree forest across on the Nusa Cenagan. It was just so nice. And you get breakfast every morning, lunch every day on diving days. The dives were so great. I saw a mola mola on my first day. So sorry for you if you don't see one, but I did. It was great. The water is quite warm, the visibility is awesome. The boat ride is super comfortable. They give you like the best, like authentic local Indonesian food for lunch. I'm a vegetarian, sort of, like I have a weird way of eating, and they're like completely accommodating. I had like tofu and tempeh and vegetables, and everything was just so good. They do all your gear and equipment for you. I don't know, there's just like so much to say. I don't want to go on and on and on, but everything was just really great. I think my favorite memory of my time when I was on Nusa Lembongan was myself and Monty and Shannon. We went to Nusa Penida? I don't know. Penida, yeah. And because I really wanted to go to Kelangking Beach, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right as well. And it was just such a good day. We went around on the scooters. I rented my own scooter when I was on Limbangan, and the island's so easy to get around to, and like Monty and Shannon are just like a short scooter ride away. If I wanted to see them, they had like all the ideas or places I should go, cafes for coffee or like smoothie bowl or whatever. And they were also like fine if I just wanted, you know, to explore by myself or be alone during the day. I spent a couple days just at the pool at Twin Villas, which was just so nice. I miss it there. And what else? Yeah, after my week there was done, I was super sad, but I then spent a week in Bali for a yoga retreat at Palm Tree House, which was also amazing. I mean, you just feel like royalty there. Everything is just such healthy food, meals taken care of, yoga classes and spa treatments, and everything is air conditioned because I have never experienced heat like that in my life ever, and humidity. And so yeah, it was really nice to be in air conditioning. I mean, you sleep so well. There's mosquito nets, big bath, huge pool, everything's nice. You can either take a bike, or they have like a driver in a golf cart all the time that can take you around Canggu to the shops or restaurants or whatever. Everything's really close. You could walk if you're not lazy like I was most of the time. They also have like free bikes with baskets if you want to go to like the rice fields close by. Yeah, what else? That's pretty much it. I mean, I enjoyed my time at Palm Tree House so much. It was so great, but I like truly, genuinely had the best time when I was on Limbangan diving. Monty was nice enough to go with me the first day, I think just because I was, you know, by myself, solo traveling, and I had never been there before, and they just did everything and were so thoughtful. They brought me lunch on the day I was leaving. Yeah, they just did a really good job of taking care of me and making sure everything's done, always checking in. How are my dives on all the other days when I went by myself? The equipment is so new and well looked after. They set it all up for you. I didn't even have to go into the dive shop to like try everything on and sort it all out. When I arrived at the hotel, I can't remember her name. Anyways, she was so nice. Whoever you are, I'll remember your name later, and you were great. She just looked at me and figured out what my sizes were, and they sorted it all out by themselves. And then they picked me up in the morning at the hotel, and they either pick you up in a truck or a scooter, depending on if it's just you or if it's like a bunch of people. And then they take you down to the dive shop, and you just kind of like do nothing else except for dive and eat the rest of the day. They take care of everything for you. All the equipment's ready. Yeah, everything was great. I was there for just over 2 weeks, and I will definitely go back at some point. There was some things I wanted to do, but I didn't have time to. I still want to get to Waterfall and to Ubud, and yeah, but it was, I can't even tell you how good the food is there. Especially, I would say in Canggu, the cafes are probably better. There's one cafe called Quinn's Cafe, which was by far my favorite. It was phenomenal. I think about it every day. They have coconut pancakes there, and they're just like amazing. Anyways, so I just want to say thank you to Monty and Shannon for doing all the heavy lifting for me. It was so worth it to have you guys book my trip. And if anybody watching this is thinking about whether or not they should go, if you have time and you have any desire to be in Indonesia, I would highly recommend going. with Travel to Dive, they'll do such a good job taking care of you, and you can take my word for it. Monty and Shannon are my friends, but 100%, like, they just went above and beyond, and yeah, so enjoy. Thanks.